Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode in our Rise of the Moors series. So we've got a little bit to catch you up on since the last episode. We played 5 games, 3 in the league, 2 in the domestic cups. So let's have a look at those highlights now and then we'll crack on. So since the last episode, we picked up 2 wins and a draw in the league. We've advanced into the 3rd round of the FA Trophy and we bowed out of the FA Cup in the 3rd round in a pretty good game versus Chelsea. So in match day 28, we hosted Wrexham, and Wrexham have been in pretty decent form of late. They're up into 6th position, so they're pushing for the playoff spots, but we absolutely dominated this game, and it was an impressive 3-0 win for us. Following a quiet first half, goals from Nico Hammerlainen and 2 in 3 minutes off the bench for Rowan Liebird. That secured us the victory. Wrexham didn't really pose a threat, we absolutely dominated possession, and it was Zvetan Filipov who picked up player of the match in this game. And then we secured another win, this time away at Aldershot. It was a relatively quiet game, all being said, but it was comfortable for us. John Paul Pittman and an own goal from Jake Gallagher securing us the win. Andy Thano with player of the match in this game. And then came our tie of the season, the FA Cup third round at home against champions of England Chelsea and holders of the FA Cup. It was an impressive outing from the Moors here. Yes, we didn't really pose any real goal threat, but we looked generally pretty good in defence, and we actually edged possession in this game. We kept them at bay until the 63rd minute, and then came a flurry of activity from the Chelsea team. Alvaro Morata opened the scoring, and then a brace from Lucas Prato, getting Chelsea a win, who really were pretty uninspiring for large periods of that game. And on the back of that fixture, we received some nice compliments from Jose Mourinho in the press, who was impressed with our Solihull Moors team. And following our FA Cup defeat, we had a pretty disappointing draw, all being said, and mid-table Braintree equalised in the last minute of this game to secure a draw. But Andy Thano scored an absolute fantastic free kick for us. He was the pick of the goals, and that earned him player of the match as well, a 9 rating for him. We had opportunities to win this game, we just didn't convert them. Our possession was there, but we didn't create too many chances for ourselves, and that was our downfall really. Braintree did edge us on chances, and a draw was probably a fair result. And in our final outing, we had a comfortable win at home to Wrexham in the FA Trophy second round, playing our youngster Bradley Lewis at the back in this game. He managed to pick up a goal in this result. The other goal coming from John Paul Pittman before Bradley Lewis's goal put us 2-0 up, and that was before Wrexham claimed one back. So that win put us in the hat for the third round of the FA Trophy, and Andy Thano player of the match yet again. So we've continued our really good run of form in the league. So the 2 wins and the draw since the last episode has left us 10 points clear of Bristol Rovers, and we've also got 1 game in hand. And it's ourselves and Braintree who we drew against. We are the form teams at the moment. And of course we're also still in the running for the FA Trophy, which we're now going to be taking quite seriously. I think we're in a really good position to pick up our first piece of silverware in that competition. And obviously a really impressive outing from us against Premiership Chelsea, and another lucky FA Cup run has earned us about 140 grand in TV revenue, and that's really sorted our bank balance out. So just have a quick look at the stats then. Andy Thano has been an absolute fantastic run of form for us. So highest average rating, Ben Glasgow on 7.73, Andy Thano, Filipov and Charlie Cooper in the 0.4, so that's really impressive. So Rowan Liebert on 15 goals, all of which have come in the league. Bywater, Hammerlane and John Paul Pittman are all in double figures as well. On the assists front, Ben Glasgow, he's the only person in double figures, but Zvetan Filipov has picked up a few in recent weeks, so he's on 7, Bywater and Pittman on 5. And player of the match, Ben Glasgow still on 6, Filipov, Liebert and Andy Thano now have all got 4. Pass completion rate, Jack Haddon 86%, and then another cluster of players all around the mid-80s, which is really good to see. And looking at the team stats for the Vanarama National League then, like I mentioned before, ourselves and Braintree are the form teams, so probably a pretty even result, that draw between us. Easily lead the way on goals. We're only 6 behind them though, but we're still leading the way on pass completion rate 78% and our average possession of 57%. And also our defensive record is pretty decent as well. We're only 1 clean sheet off the leaders Tranmere and Boreham Wood, and we've only conceded 24 all season, so that's a pretty decent return for halfway through the league I think, especially in such a competitive division. And just to catch you up on everything else that's been going on, I've been trying to move a few players off in the transfer window. Sheridan left, he was on a non-contract basis. A Vanarama National North team tried to sign him, but he refused the contract and then immediately complained to me about lack of first team opportunities. So in the effort to reduce the morale impact on the rest of the squad, I released Sheridan onto a free transfer. Our loanees, Stephen Kinsella and Ollie Lee, they're approaching the end of their loan deals with us. I'm not looking to renew those either. I think we've definitely got enough cover in the central midfield roles now, especially with the emergence of Andy Thano and Zvetan Filipov in the last few weeks. The loss of Kinsella may leave us ever so slightly short on the wings, but Bywater and Nico Hammerlanen's form has been very impressive, and obviously we now have Eric Odiambo back from injury. I have, however, extended the loan deal of Noah Chesmain, so he's with us till the end of the season. He's been a really solid player for us actually in the last few games. And I've also brought in a youngster from Nottingham Forest. Joe Worrell has joined us on a loan deal until the end of the season. He's a centre back, pretty good physical stats, his tackling and his main attributes for a limited defender are pretty good as well. He's a youngster, so he's got a lot of development to do across the rest of his technical areas, but he's going to come in and provide us with extra cover at the back. And I've started to play a couple of the youngsters, including Bradley Lewis, and if we're short at the back again through injury or suspension like we were a few games ago, then I've got all the confidence in those players to come in and do a job for us. And we've also just drawn Wrexham at home in the FA Trophy third round. So that's going to be a pretty decent tie for us actually, and it's probably going to be a bit of a challenge, especially away from the league competition, where we can really test ourselves against a good Wrexham team. So we're at home against Altrincham today. It should be quite a snowy pitch today, so I'm glad it hasn't been postponed. So it's first versus 19th. We beat Altrincham away 2-1 earlier in the season. They've got a pretty similar setup to ourselves, utilising that defensive midfielder. Altrincham haven't won in 3 games though, so I'm hoping we can again pick up a decent win here. Okay, so this is the team we're going to be starting with today. Luke Simpson in goal, Noah Chesmain left back, Ben Glasgow right back, and Scott Tancock will be partnered by our new loanee Joe Worrell. We're going to be playing 3 across the middle. Andy Thano's been in really great form, and he'll be joined by Charlie Cooper and Zvetan Filipov, who's also been in a really impressive run of form as well. And our top 3, Nico Hammerlane on the left, Kieran Bywater on the right, and John Paul Pittman up top. Options off the bench, Eric Odiambo, who probably will replace Nico Hammerlane because of his condition. We've also got Conor O'Grady as our defender, Jack Haddon and Jack Byrne who can come into the midfield, and Rowan Lyberg, who again has been in good form, but I'm favouring John Paul Pittman today against what should be a weaker Altrincham team. So we're favourites for this fixture, only one other game in the league playing at the same time, and that's Bristol Rovers against Wrexham. So that should be quite a difficult game for Bristol Rovers, and I'm hoping Wrexham can get a decent result out of it so we can extend our lead at the top of the table. So like I said, Altrincham are starting with a similar setup to ourselves. I'm hoping our central midfielders can dominate and control the game today. So we're setting up to close down all of their midfielders, and we're going to keep tight to their striker Damien Reeves. And as far as our team talk goes, a little bit of faith and a little bit of encouragement to our team. So Altrincham to start on what was supposed to be quite a snowy day, but the pitch looks pretty decent to me. There's a good early tackle by Chesmain there. So we're just coming into the game, no opportunities for either team though. 10 minutes in, quite a quiet opening period. We're dominating possession, our pass completion rate is pretty decent as well, and it looks like Chesmain's picked up the first booking of the game. And there's the snow coming down now. Ben Glasgow throwing the ball in, that's cut out. But Scott Tancock should recover this. Where's he going with this ball? Plays it back to Simpson. Worrell into Thano now, and Filipov in the centre of the park. He beats one player. Good ball retention there. It's spread out wide to Kieran Bywater, who drills the ball forward, and it's John Paul Pittman who's chasing that one. Looking for some support. It's blocked initially, and Altrincham clear that one. Decent opportunity, but no real option for Pittman to pick out a teammate in the box there. It's a corner to Altrincham now, and that's whipped in. Filipov clears it, and Pittman picks this ball up. Can we get them on the counter? Oh, we've lost the ball. Oh, he's recovered it again. Ball forward. Nico Hammerlane through on goal, maybe. Keeper comes out. Good parry. Hammerlane again. Support from Charlie Cooper into Thano, who's got a bit of space. Slots it forward. Bywater. 1-0 to the Moors. Another goal from our winger Kieran Bywater. He loves to get forward. Good little ball through from Andy Thano there. And then yet again another assist for Thano, who's been really impressive in the last few games. And that's the Moors 1-0 up. It's Altrincham now. Their striker Reeves whips the ball in, and Worrell heads it clear, but only as far. And Chesmain does well to cut that ball out, but he's given it away again. Lumped back in. Glasgow deals with it initially. Taylor now on the left. Support from their left back Hart, who finds Taylor again. And Thano cuts the ball out, and we've played it forward. It's John Paul Pittman down the right hand channel. He cuts back inside, he beats his man. Oh, ball ricochets off Bywater perhaps. He's got it back, he finds John Paul Pittman. all the time and space in the world, and he draws it right against the goalkeeper. Thano with the corner doesn't beat the first man, and Altrincham will collect that one. So a few decent options, but we seem to be giving the ball away quite a lot. Chesmain clears it, but only as far as Rutherford. Oh, we're lucky there. We are lucky. Corner to Altrincham. Taylor delivers it. It's a good ball in. And it's cleared by the Moors. And that's the end of the highlight, thankfully. Here we go again. Glasgow has been brought down. Right on the right-hand side edge of the box. This is a dangerous position here. Is it going to be Thano to take this set piece? Andy Thano delivers it. Oh, Hamalainen off the bar and Filipov on the rebound. Filipov reacts first, and that's put us 2-0 up now. Dangerous free kick, and the goalkeeper came out and missed it. I think that was Hamalainen who got their header on against the bar. The defence didn't react, and Filipov was there to smash that one home. 68% possession for us. Pittman, and it's blocked again. Another corner for the Moors just before half time. Can we get another one? Thano to deliver. Worrell got highest, but that's cleared. And it's put out for a throw-in, and that should be half time now. So a pretty decent first half, I think. A few times we seem to be clearing the ball needlessly to the opposition, and it looks like their lumped balls back into the box seem to be causing us a few problems. So we're given a little bit of encouragement. So no shots on target for Altrincham, just the 2. We've had 5 out of 9 on target, which is pretty decent. 5 clear-cut chances, of which we've converted 2, and 68% possession is pretty good as well. So we'll crack on with the second half now. The Moors to kick off. I think I'm going to be bringing Nico Hamalainen off pretty imminently. And Altrincham have made the first few changes, so let's match that. I'm going to bring Hamalainen off because he is knackered. So obviously we're going to have to put Bywater out on the left wing. Bywater is the inside forward. Odiambo as winger support. Pretty good contribution again from Thano and Filipov in the centre of the park, but Charlie Cooper's having quite a quiet game. I'm going to bring Jack Byrne on. I haven't played him as much as I'd like to have in the last few games. John Paul Pittman again is having quite a quiet game. So we've got Rowan Liebert on the bench, and it's probably not going to be too much longer before I bring him on. 30 minutes to go here. We're looking quite comfortable. We're looking pretty decent for the win. And the snow has changed to rain now, pretty heavy rain. Filipov plays it forward to Pittman with a bit of time. He's at the edge of the box, looks to Ben Glasgow for a bit of support. Jack Byrne now has come on. Plays it back to Tancock. Byrne again in the middle of the park, finds Filipov. Slots it forward to Thano, and Pittman, it's a save again. Pittman's had a couple of decent opportunities, you know. It's a corner to the Moors. I'm going to make this substitution now. Rowan Liebert is coming on. He's probably the form striker, but Pittman just needed game time. But he hasn't performed today for me. So Thano, he's going to deliver the corner for the Moors. That's cleared again at the front post, but Byrne whips it back in, and Williams, the goalkeeper, rises highest there for a comfortable save. And Rowan Liebert's come on now. 20 odd minutes to go. Quite a quiet spell towards the last third of this game, I think, actually, and I think this is going to go all the way to full time now. This should be the last highlight, and there we go. Comfortable yet unremarkable 2-0 win, I think. We had a lot more opportunities there to possibly put a few more away, and John Paul Pittman missed really 2 or 3 glorious opportunities. So goals for Filipov and Bywater in that game, assists coming from Nico Hamalainen, which was his header off the bar, and Andy Thano, who played that lovely delicate pass through for Bywater to score, and he picks up man of the match for that assist, and it was a 9 rating for him. So a pretty comfortable win really. 63% possession for us, 6 shots on target and the 2 goals. Andy Thano with 8 key passes today and a pass completion rate of 86%, so he has been in a fantastic form for us in the last month. And it looks like Bristol Rovers have dropped points. Wrexham picking up a really good draw, and the Wrexham are a really dangerous team at the moment. Obviously we're going to have to face them in the FA Trophy, so that's going to be an incredibly difficult tie for us. But that's put us 12 points clear now, and we've still got a game in hand. So 12 points clear, another clean sheet for us now. So I think we're looking pretty good for promotion, you know. None of our other rivals are putting a consistent win streak together. Everybody seems to be dropping points. And as you can see, I've already highlighted March as going to be the really tough list of fixtures for us, where we're going to be playing Dover, Bristol Rovers and Tranmere back to back. So if we can keep maintaining our good form leading up to March, I think we're going to be in a really good shout to win the title, or at least get promotion, if we can avoid defeat to some of those bigger teams. But in the next episode, we're coming back for the home tie at home to Grimsby, which is another one of our remaining difficult fixtures. We've got a few other winnable games between now and then, but we've also got to play Wrexham at home in the FA Trophy third round, and I think that's going to be an incredibly difficult tie for us. So thanks for watching again, guys. Do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed what you've seen, and subscribe for more Rise of the Moors. And I'll see you in the next episode for the game at home to Grimsby. See you then. Cheers.